Welcome to My Fat Hands. This is our new intro.
This is the best stuff right now. This is it. Come hit me with your topic. Let's go right now. 3, 2, 1, go.
So here's something that gets me lit up like a firecracker on the 4th of July. This really it ganders my goose.
What are you talking about?
It quakes my kawaka. I'm about to tell you. Be patient, son.
I'm waiting. I'm over. My life is finite. I only have so many seconds in my life, and we just burned a couple of them on that little intro.
That glue's going to be here when I'm done, Ben. It's going to be all right.
What's going to be here?
That glue, that Estes glue I was talking about.
Yeah, that's great for you. I'm over here on my last beer, so come on.
So what I want to talk about is, and this, I'm not going to articulate this well, so everybody be warned. There should be like hopefully there's a big triangle warning right here. It says, mindless rant coming up that nobody can follow. I used to work in an office until they kicked me out because they're like, why are you wearing sunglasses?
Like every story is like, I used to work at a company called
blah, blah, blah. And I no longer work at the company called blah, 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 because I found the name too boring. Anyway, so I am, for all intents and purposes, a man. And so I used to go to the men's restroom, and in the urinals in the restroom were pads that were designed to displace the stream of urine so it doesn't splash back on you.
Right, but everybody aims at those. Like when you go in there and you see that, it's a target.
Right, sure.
You're going to aim at that. Like, don't you like try and aim in the little hole? It's the one that has little holes in it, right?
No. This one doesn't have any holes in it. This one it looks like hundreds of little tiny cones, little triangles, little conical,
like little spiky things.
Yeah, like little spiky things, exactly. And so the idea is that when the stream hits it, it diffracts it all over the place.
Whatever is in there, I aim at.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody threw some gum in there, I'm aiming at that shit.
Somebody does a kawaka in there.
If there's a kawaka in there, it's getting sprayed down.
Welcome to the real world. This is how we do it in America, kawaka.
Welcome to America.
So anyhow, I thought about the fact that like somebody, paid a lot of money for their kid to go to some college and get an advance in engineering degree.
Some fucking nerd.
And this fucking guy, spent hours in front of 3D rendering machines and all this stuff and graphics, and he's performing experiments to see how well this design works.
He probably wore fucking safety glasses all day.
And this right. And this guy's working his ass off. And so I go in there, and what happens? The guy who cleans the bathroom flips it upside down. So this fucking thing that this guy spent all this time working on is now all those little spikes are facing down. It's just a big smooth plastic just bounce back machine. So I mean, you could pee in the urinal next to you, and the one in front of you would still have urine bouncing back on you. It's like, what the fuck? It's amazing how you have these engineers who spend all this hard time and work and thought process and engineering goes into all this stuff, and all it takes is one asshole just completely fuck it up. It's
subverted the whole plan.
Yeah, it's like you see, because he's like some German guy, and you see there's 1,000 little points in the. And we had the rendering, and the stream came in from 45-degree angles, and then we also did 10 degrees, and then we figured all this, and then some ass was like, yeah, what happens if you turn it over? Oh, we didn't think that some
it's smooth like Ken's pubis.
With the rubbish on the schrum. What is going on here? Just all that work
it's smooth like a ski slope.
That's right. Smooth like a ski slope. It's just, what it is, it turns into a parabolic thing, and it just bounces any liquid on any angle right back at you because the asshole fucking turned it over. And then I started to think, it's like, well, how often does this happen that these engineers spend all their time and effort and money and, just their entire lives trying to fix this shit. And all it takes is one, it's like Honda. Have you guys ever heard of the Honda Motor Corporation? They've been around for a while. They've been around for a few weeks.
They make a scooter, don't they? Make
scooters? They make a variety of products that you may or may not have heard of. I don't know. And then so some guy goes, "Oh man, that's a Honda Civic. That thing's great. They have designed that, the engine is finely tuned. You put gas in it, it gets 37, 38 miles per gallon. It's got the body is designed for wind resistance. They have this special, it's all designed around the size wheel, the tire.
What are you talking about?
Stuff. And then some guy goes into Walmart, buys a $50 fucking whale tail, neon lights, and 20-inch wheels, and just fucks that car to hell. Just completely shit all over it.
I like the whale tails.
Yeah, why not? Especially on the ladies. So I want to talk to you, Ben, about something very serious, extremely serious, and that is packaging. I don't think, particularly on this show, I don't think we spend enough time talking about packaging.
I don't think a lot of shows spend time talking about packaging.
That's true. And it's an oft ignored subject that needs to be addressed. So there is a over-the-counter drug called Imodium, and Imodium AD, I believe.
What's
and
that
Imodium, for? It's for the word of the day, which is diarrhea. But the problem I have is not with the product, because Imodium AD is wonderful. It is a wonderful product, and when you need it, it works brilliantly. The problem I have is with the packaging of the product. We're having brownouts in New Jersey, folks. What's going on over there, man? It's like it got way dark. So he's speaking to us from the great beyond. So the problem I have with the packaging, I mean, I would
There's a problem with the packaging?
Yeah, I would say for a person my age, I might be maybe just a little bit stronger than the average 54-year-old. I'm just spitballing here. Maybe just a touch. I'm not superhuman.
You're
strength.
bragging at this point.
But, yeah, I am.
How's bragging camp going?
It's going great. I'm third in my tent.
Galifianakis. How's bragging camp going?
But I can tell you that when you need Imodium AD, you need it now. You need it right this second. And these pills are packaged in not what I would consider to be child-proof containers. I would call them adult-proof containers. Because if you're in your 60s or 70s and you're trying to get into these things, you got to have a bandsaw or some tannerite, or you need some type of extraction tool.
You need one of those quicky-wacky things.
Yeah, whippy-wobbly. You need a Kawaka. That's to get into this thing.
Like tear into it with his devil teeth.
Exactly. It is. You might need a trained mink. I'm not sure. Bing. But I can tell you, man, it is. There are certain things that should be very friendly and easy to get into, and Imodium AD is like on the top of that list. Imodium AD, bandages, sutures,
fire extinguishers,
defibrillator kits. I mean, there are certain things that should be very easily
snake bite kit,
hand grenades, ammo for your bazooka, whatever it is. You need to have that, and you need to have it now. And why they make this stuff so difficult to get into, I will understand.
I think it's a lot of shoplifting. There's probably a lot of the kids these days are into they call it Imodium ADing,
right? Right.
Actually, they call it Imodium AFing.
Oh.
And the kids, they go out and they grab the stuff, and then they vape it. They put in their vape pens.
Oh.
So there's a lot of shoplifting that goes on with this Imodium AF.
Imodium AF. That right there is Imodium AF. I think that should be a new term for packages you can't get into. It's like, hey man, can you get to that package? Like, hell no, bro. That package is Imodium AF.
One time I was opening a Christmas present for one of my children.
Mm-hmm. Well, wait.
To package it. I was going to wrap it for Christmas,
okay.
Right?
Right, sure.
So they have one of these like bubble case things around it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's like that really brittle, hard, clear plastic.
Yeah, liquid diamond. Yeah.
So I took a pair of scissors and I'm like cutting this thing, and it's like 11 o'clock on Christmas Eve or something, so
And
we
you're
can have this
drunk,
shit ready
right?
Christmas morning.
You're hammered.
I'm fucking hammered. So I'm taking a pair of scissors and I'm cutting this thing,
Mhm.
and the case, this plastic case, I don't know, it was like a little toy monkey or something, whatever the fuck it was.
The toughest.
The case shattered, and a piece of this plastic container stuck in my eyeball. It
What?
stuck in my eyeball, and I had to pull it out. So Merry Christmas.